Wow, 5 minutes go by quickly. Hey guys, let's make sure we know the steps. Let's review very quickly. Here we go. 1, identify the problem. Step 2, gather important information. Step 3, create the equations. Step 4, solve the problem. Then check your answers is step number 5. So you should have had step 1, 2, and 3. And then steps 4 and 5 were together. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Send me an email. Be glad to help you out. Hey, some vocabulary words we need to make sure we remember. A variable is an unknown represented by a number. Parentheses, it's a grouping. It helps you group numbers. Order of operations, that's the acronym that we just learned, PEMDAS. Steps we take for problem solving in real world. And numerical expression. Any numerical expression is a combination of numbers, math operations like adding, subtracting, and symbols. So let's get started here. I'm going to pause to let a brave scholar who is a strong leader in your classroom to read our objective. Pausing in 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Yes, love those loud voices. Thank you for being such great leaders. Scholars will be able to solve numerical expressions with the correct order of operations. All right, so how do I do this? What do I do first? Well, we follow the order of operations. In our near pod, I'll wait. Let me go ahead and teach you this, and then you'll have a matching game afterwards. What is the acronym? We use an acronym, PEMDAS, to remember the correct order to solve a numerical expression. The way I learned it back in school was P, please, E, excuse, my dear Aunt Sally. So P is for parentheses, E is for exponents. My dear, that's multiplication, division, and Sally, addition and subtraction. All right, so let's look at it. The P stands for parentheses and brackets. They have several different types of symbols. They have parentheses, then they have these sets of brackets here. The next one is exponents. Next one is multiplication and division. And then the last one is addition and subtraction. And make sure that you do multiplication and division from left to right. You follow the equation. You know, let me show you this here, right here, real quickly. You go from left to right. You follow it up. So I'm going to be using this as an example later on. So let's go ahead and get back to this. And like I said, I made a decision to go ahead and match this up. I want you to memorize this. Tell me what step 1 is. Step 1 is going to be the parentheses and brackets. Step 2 is going to be the exponents. Step 3 is multiplication and division from left to right. And then addition and subtraction from left to right. Make sure you know that because you're going to be doing it in the next slide. Our next slide is called matching pairs. You're going to go to Nearpod. And in Nearpod, you're going to go ahead and match these. You're going to have 5 minutes to do this in. If you get done quicker than that, please let your teacher know in the chat or raise your hand and let them know that you're done. Have any questions? See you in the next slide.